Hello. So welcome to yet another video by Space. And by the way, do take note of something. For some reason, not only has my skin changed to Alex, but my gamer tag is now Steve for some reason. I don't know what is going on with this. But, well. So, in the last video, we did compare 9 different rocks of the equivalents in real life, but now we're going to do it with some more, starting with this. This is Crying Obsidian, and this is it in real life. I am trying to hold it up into the camera there. Yeah, there. Can you get a good look at it? Hope you can, but this is Crying Obsidian. Here, maybe I'll give you a view of the other side. But the thing I don't really like about it is that Mojang, like Minecraft has this like a regular obsidian with a spots on it. And by the way, I do have some regular obsidian right here, but this is Crying Obsidian. So I don't know why they added those to it, but next off the list, Prismarine. This does not actually exist in real life, but I did find this. This is Aquamarine, and I gotta say it's a pretty good equivalent for Prismarine if maybe you're trying to build an ocean monument in real life, but I don't think it's actually that good. It's not the bluish-greenish tint, but here's a fun fact. Prismarine actually has an animated texture, so it slowly changes from a bluish hue to a greenish hue. And you see, but in real life, certainly not. How can you make a stone that changes color anyways? But next off the list, copper ore. Oh, sorry, just knocked something over there. Just ignore it. Just pretend I cut that out of the video. This is copper ore. And you see it's got a few beautiful purple specks in it. And it looks a lot like gold, even though I do have gold right here. Actually, this isn't gold, this is fool's gold, but it's a pretty good, less valuable equivalent for gold if you're looking for some gold. But anyways, this is Crying Obsidian, and you can easily identify it with the purple specks. But why, Mojang, did you make it look like this? Okay, if I had a real life texture pack on, I definitely use these for some inspiration. And Mojang definitely would better do that as well. But yet again, this is diorite. This is what it looks like in real life. You see, I know it's white like it is normally, but real life has way more black specks than it does in Minecraft. Mojang, you gotta add more black specks to it. Come on. But then here next off the list, this is what is called redstone, but this is redstone in real life. This isn't actually redstone. Redstone is actually just a made up make-believe thing, and this is actually red jasper. That's what I've got here, but I gotta say it's a pretty good equivalent for it. But don't get confused. Don't use red jasper to try to make a circuit out of it. Okay, but here I know it's got a few white edges on it, like it does right there. But like I said, it's a make-believe thing. But this is next off the list, which is basalt. This is basalt in real life. And by the way, it's actually basalt. I don't know why I keep saying it the British pronunciation, but by the way, It's basalt, alright? Not basalt. Basalt. But I gotta say, it's a bit blacker, and it doesn't have that cobblestone-y texture on it. Come on, Mojang, you gotta make basalt smoother. Okay. So, but then here is next off the list. This is a lodestone. This is a real life lodestone. But I know this is it. But I gotta say, if Mojang, you're watching this video, I think you should get rid of this. These carvings on the lodestone. I mean, maybe it is a carving, but I'd probably change it to pure lodestone with nothing made up on it. But this is an interesting one, calcite. This is probably the smallest bit of calcite ever, so I'll try to get really close up to the screen with that one, but you probably don't know how small this calcite is. This is actually tiny. Here, for comparison, maybe I'll get something, for example, a pencil, but look how small it is. But see, it's about the same length as this pencil. Come on. I know this is really small, but let's not talk about the size. But I gotta say, this is probably the first one Mojang really did a good job on. Maybe could you get rid of those lines on it, please? Okay, but this is one that is probably a pretty good one. Amethyst. I know this is pretty valuable, but this is actually real life amethyst. And amethyst, I gotta say, Mojang ought to change that purple color. Look, it's supposed to be lavender. This is a real life amethyst. What did your texture base off of? Okay, but I gotta say, let's not waste our time. But next off the list, Endstone. And this is Endstone in real life. I mean, not because it's a made-up thing, but yet again, I have come up with a pretty good real-life equivalent. This is called leopardite, which makes a lot of sense because it's spotted like a leopard. But this leopardite kind of looks like Endstone. But I can't really blame Mojang that much for this because it's a made-up thing. But here's an interesting one, glowstone. This is the one I've been waiting to show you because if you're like, Zinfa Space, this thing literally looks like just a white rock. No, it's not just a white rock. Here, this is it's now doing this. If you're wondering how, well, it's this. You see, I'm using a black white. So you see, this is called manganocalcite, or however it's pronounced. But you see, it glows under UV. Let's turn. So I gotta say, it's not exactly a glowstone, but it kind of glows. But let's turn that off and move to the next one, andesite. This is a bit more boring one since this isn't real life. But Mojang did kind of have to. I think Mojang should actually straighten out those line textures. It's in mine. It's here's a close up. This is actually andesite. But after that, this is flint. Ignore the item frame that I had to put it in, but this is flint. But the thing I gotta say is that Minecraft, it's blacker. Like, why did Mojang make it black when it's actually gray? Come on. But enough blabbing. Let's get comparing. This is Deep Slate. This is another made-up one, but this is Slate, half of the word, Deep Slate. But I mean, it looks pretty similar to Deep Slate. But this one I can't really blame Mojang on, because, yet again, they made up a thing. But enough blabbing. This is Bedrock. This is Bedrock in real life. And this, in Bedrock isn't even made up things, so this is a limestone, which I thought was kind of like Bedrock. But let's move to another real thing. Now this is Mossy Stone, which is which is also in real life. This is actually moss stone, and I gotta say, yeah, it's kind of the same in Minecraft. I mean, I don't know if this is actually moss on it. It doesn't feel like it. I wish you could feel through the computer screen, but this feels like there is no moss on it. Okay, see? This looks like there is literally no moss on it. I think that's because that is probably because I actually accidentally got a stone that is greenish, but this is cobblestone. Now this is actually cobbled basalt. And I didn't actually say basalt or basalt. That's what I was saying, but this is cobbled basalt, which and that is cobblestone. Which, I mean, it's. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I said cobbled basalt was actually tumbled basalt, but it looks same thing. It certainly is not made up, as you know, but this is it. But yet again, these are the things that we compared in the first few 9. We have compared them in a last video. But let me summarize what we have actually compared here. So what we have compared is we did obsidian and wait, what is going on with this? I don't know why, but it seems to stick to it. I don't know if this is magnetic, and what I have in my document camera is a magnet, but I don't know. So we did prismarine, we did copper ore, we did diorite, redstone, which is a reminder, this is actually red jasper, but we also did basalt, we did lodestone, calcite, amethyst, endstone, which is actually leopardite. Yeah, but this is glowstone. But let me remind you again, it glows under UV light. It's kind of a pinkish glow. But I'm just going to remind you again, since it looks nothing to normal light. But this is andesite. And then here is some flint. It's a deep slate. Bedrock, which yet again is limestone. This is mossy stone, and finally cobblestone. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and see you again in the next one. Bye. And a reminder again that I had lost my skin, and also I don't know if I got my outro right, but let's just let's save and quit, and the video there.